Hello plant lovers and welcome to the plug plant edition. There's a bit of a sunny break in the weather, so I thought I'd jump out here and do this. So today what we're going to do is talk about plug plants and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of getting, let me put this down, of getting plug plants as mail order plug plants, which is what we have here, or getting them as just, trays of plug plants from the supermarket. So as I've got both types of plug plants, I think I've formed quite a good opinion on what are the pros and cons of these various plug plants. Now let's show you these plug plants here. So let's start off actually with the supermarket plug plant. So these were three for £5. So I got 3 trays of them. I gave one to my mum, and these are lobelia plug plants. The size, well, it's not really even a plug, to be honest. It's quite a nice big plant size, and if it's 3 for £5, what is that? That's about £1.70 per full tray, and you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting 8 plants altogether of lobelia. Okay, so that's pretty good value for money. That is, I can't even work it out right now off the top of my head, but you get the idea. You get a nice big plant. You can see the root development right there. Let me just make sure it's focused. You can see the roots. Here's a better representation. So they're nice established plants. It just means that because it's a plug, you don't need to go to the trouble of starting the seeds and whatnot. Okay, so the advantages of the supermarket are that they're convenient because you usually pick them up when you go to do your shopping. They are very cheap, and also you don't really need to pot them on, so to speak, because they're already quite big and established. So that's that. So I actually quite like the supermarket plug plant option. However, I did also order some plug plants online from a company called Roots. Just after we talk through this, I'm going to show you how the plug plants arrived and also talk about what I had to do with the plug plants. Now, the advantage of buying online, I think, is that the variety is much more. So I've got here a range of fuchsia, a range of giant lobelia. These are giant lobelias, including that one at the back. So 2 types of giant lobelia. I've got petunias. I've got 3 different types of petunias. These are the purple variegated ones. I've got white ones and pink ones at the back. So one of the benefits of plug plants online is you get more variety. Whereas with the supermarket, you are just relegated to whatever they've got on the shelf, and it's usually not that much in terms of variety. Okay, but online you can get like a complete range and you can pick and choose. Okay, so this is how the plug plants arrived. This particular company called Roots is really good because they don't use any plastic packaging. All their plug plants arrive in cardboard boxes, and these are I'm just going to show you some of the varieties that I got. I got the lobelia waterfall, white sparkle, and this is a jumbo. It's quite a big lobelia, and that's what the plugs originally looked like before I potted them up. Looking good. And then the other lobelia I got was the lavender colour, also a trailing waterfall variety, and this is how it looks. This is a trailing fuchsia called Swing Time. Should be 5 plants in there. And let me pick up the last one. And these are all petunias. Purple ones, white ones and pink ones. This was like a multi-pack. So this is what they look like. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, but online you can get like a complete range and you can pick and choose. However, this is offset by the fact that when they arrive as plugs, you need to pot them up. And I had to pot them up in, like, for example here, these are my own pots, so I had to get the compost out and I had to pot them up immediately. Okay, so that's the petunia there, for example. These are the lobelia, so that's a bit of effort and a bit of time that it needs. Number two is the price. Now, these were approximately £7 per 5 plug plants. Now, granted, they were called jumbo plug plants, all right, but I don't see an extreme difference between that and that, those two. This plant here probably cost about, I don't know, about 40p, 30p for this plant, and this plant probably cost me about £1.50, maybe £1.25. So there's a big price difference. In terms of size, it's not that major of a difference. I mean, obviously this one is bigger, it's a jumbo plug plant. So definitely I would say one of the downfalls of the plug plants online, or this particular company that I ordered from, let's say, because I've ordered jumbo plug plants, has been the price. So that's one issue. The other issue is around transportation. So these ones obviously have to go, the online ones, you have to order them, they come from far away, they have to be transported, the postman has to bring them. So there's a lot of petrol usage and stuff in that process. Packaging has to be used, a lot of packaging and whatnot. But with these, I mean, you're not usually making a special trip for them. You pick them up as you do your shopping, so they're quite convenient. The other problem with these is in transportation, as you'll see in the video that follows. Sometimes the plug plants can get a bit messed up and jumbled up. So one of the fuchsia came like this, but all the rest were fine. And also, when I ordered the plug plants, the company actually got one of the flowers I ordered wrong. I ordered a white fuchsia and they sent me a different type of fuchsia, so they made a mistake in my order, and that's always a risk when you're buying online. But when you actually go to the shop and pick it up yourself, you rarely make a mistake. Yeah, so in overall, I think it's been nice for me to buy two different types of plug plant from two different places. However, I think next year I might just stick to supermarket ones, really on the basis of price, and also they come quite big, and I don't need to pot them on and stuff. So there you go, the verdict is out. If you are looking for budget friendly and convenient plants, just go for the supermarket bedding plants. But if you're looking for variety and trying to get loads of variety in a cheaper way, as opposed to buying established plants, go for the plug plants, because they can give you a lot more flexibility in what you can grow. Okay, so that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a bit of a long video, and as always, take care until next time.